video is the continuation of quadratic equations for class 10. In the previous videos, we have learned how to solve a quadratic equation by the method of factorization. In today's video, we will be learning how to solve a quadratic equation by using a quadratic formula. Now, a standard quadratic equation is given by ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. And the roots for this equation are given by x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is nothing but the quadratic formula, where b is the coefficient of x, a is the coefficient of a square, and c is the constant. Let us take an example to understand better. Consider an example from exercise 5b. Problem number 3. We have 3 by 4x squared minus x minus 1 equal to 0. Now, to use a quadratic formula, we have to write the quadratic equation in its standard form. Now, note that this is also in the standard form, except that your a, which is in the form of a fraction. To make your calculation simpler and less complex, you multiply throughout by 4. So you have this as 3x squared minus 4x minus 4 equal to 0. Note that in this formula, a can never be equal to 0. Okay. Now here, a is equal to 3, b is equal to negative 4, and c is also equal to negative 4. Writing this term is simpler, so that when you are substituting in the formula, it will be better for you. So now using x, so using the quadratic formula, I write the formula first, minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now we substitute. So minus b is nothing but minus 4, so that minus sign with this minus sign will give you positive 4. Plus or minus b square is 16 minus 4, a is 3, and c here is minus 4, which here will multiply and become plus 4, plus sign, divided by 2 times 3, that is the coefficient, that is the value of a. So this will be 4 plus or minus 16 plus, this is 12 into 4 is 48 divided by 6. Let us continue. Know that every step you have to mention x equal to. Okay. So therefore x is equal to here 4 plus or minus. This value will be nothing but 64 divided by 6. Now we know that the square root of 64 is nothing but 8, so you substitute that, which is divided by 6. Now note that you have x is equal to 4 plus or minus 8 divided by 6. A quadratic equation has 2 values or 2 roots, 2 solutions. So that is x is equal to, the first one you will write with a positive sign, or when x with the negative one. Solving this, 12 divided by 6, and we have here x is equal to negative 4 by 6. Dividing this, I have x is equal to 2 or x is equal to negative 2 by 3. What is the final step? Is the solution set. Therefore, the solution set is equal to 2, negative 2 by 3. Number 9 from the same exercise. So the first step is you identify the variables here from the terms from the formula. A is equal to 2, b is equal to root 7, and c is equal to negative 7. So using the formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So substituting these values, negative root 7 plus or minus square of the root 7 will be 7 minus 4a and minus 7 divided by 2 into 2. So that is nothing but minus root 7 plus or minus 7. Negative into negative will make it positive, and this will be 56 divided by 4, which is nothing but minus root 7 plus or minus root 63 divided by 4. Now we know that 63 is not a square root of any number, it's not a perfect square. So using prime factorization method, you can reduce this number. So that is, you have 63. So by prime factorization method, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3 7. So this number, one number which is repeated twice, I write it as ones. So that will be, when I have square root of 63, I can write this as 3 root 7. The number that is repeated, you write it once, and if it is occurring only once, that will be written under the square root sign. So reducing it, I get x equal to negative root 7 plus or minus 3 root 7 divided by 4. So now therefore, from here there are two values of x. So the first one is with negative 7, here first one with positive 3 root 7. Root 7 plus 3 root 7 divided by 4, or x is equal to negative 7, negative 3 root 7 divided by 4. Root 7. Now here, if you are getting confused how to add this, easier step is you take root 7 common. So I have negative 1 plus 3 divided by 4. So which will be root 7 into 2 by 4, which is equal to root 7 divided by 2. And here we will have x is equal to, here I will take a negative sign common, minus root 7. So I am left with 1 plus 3 divided by 4. 1 plus 3 is nothing but 4 itself, so it will cancel out the divisions here. So you are left with minus root 7. So therefore the solution set is root 7 divided by 2 into n minus root 7. Let us consider another problem here. So these types of problems we have solved in the previous video. So we know that this is not in the standard form. So to get in the standard form, what is the first step? That is, first is you to take the LCM and convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. So I have it as x minus 1 when I take the LCM, x minus 4 plus x minus 3 and x minus 2 divided by x minus 2, x minus 4 is equal to 10 divided by 3. Open up this bracket, so I have x square minus 5x plus 4 plus, if there was a negative sign, I would have still written this expansion in the brackets. But since there is a positive sign, we write it as it is. This will be x square minus 5x plus 6 divided by, this is x square minus 6x plus 8 equal to 10 by 3. So first we will add all this terms, the right term. So I have 2x square minus 10x plus 10 divided by x square minus 6x plus 8 is equal to 10 by 3. What is the next step is you cross multiply. So I have 6x square minus 30x plus 30 is equal to 10x square minus 60x plus 80. So taking all these terms on the other side, I have 10 minus 6 will be 4x square. Then minus 60 plus 30 is minus 30x. And plus 80 minus 30 is plus 50x. Plus 50 equal to 0. Here you can divide throughout by 2 and you have 2x square minus 15x plus 25 equal to 0. And now you use the quadratic formula for which a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 15 and c is equal to 25. You can pause the video here and try to do this problem by yourself. So using the quadratic formula, you substitute the values. When you find the product here, you see that by subtracting you get it as 25, which is nothing but the square root of 5 itself. From here you get two values of x. One is with a positive value and one is with a negative one. Solve them and you get x equal to 5 and x equal to 5 by 2. Don't leave the question at this. Do write this. Let us consider the next problem. Solve for x and give your answer correct up to 2 decimal places. Now for this types of problems, we use the quadratic formula and from here we find the value of the square root. How do we find the value of the square root? That is either by prime factorization method or by long division. That is what we are going to do in this problem and find the solution. Now the first case is you use the quadratic formula. So you have a is equal to 2, b is minus 6 and c is equal to 3. Therefore x is equal to minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Do not forget to write x equal to. So this will be equal to minus into minus will be plus 6 plus or minus square root of 36 minus 4 2 into 3 divided by 2 into 2, that is this. So I have 6 plus or minus 36, this is 8 into 3 is 24 divided by 4. Now this is 6 plus or minus root 12 divided by 4. Now for questions like this one, you have to find the answer correct up to 2 decimal places. You have to find the value of this irrational number or this square root of 12. Now if possible, then to find the square root of a number, there are two ways. One is by prime factorization method and the other one is long division. Prime factorization you use when it is a perfect square or to reduce a number. Okay. Now in this case, I can write this as x is equal to 6 plus or minus. Now in place of 12, I can do the prime factorization for this and I see that 12 can be written as 2 root 3. So that will be 2 root 3 divided by 4. So taking out a 2 common, I am left with 3 plus or minus root 3 divided by 2. Taking 2 common in the numerator and then dividing it with the denominator, I get 3 plus or minus root 3 divided by 2. Now 3 cannot be reduced any further. So for this case, we use the long division method. How do we do long division? We take 3 and we draw these lines in this way. Now when we are doing long divisions, we take numbers with perfect square. We check a number which will be matching to this number or a number lower to it. But all of them should be perfect squares. Now for 3, we know that 2 will not work because 2 into 2 is 4. So the only thing that is available is 1. So 1. Now when you are taking 1, that is the lowest perfect square by 3 here. So here in long division, you multiply this number here and you add that same number in this case. So 1 into 1 will give you 1. This number is just added. This over here in the on top it is multiplied and here down it is added. And then this is subtracted to give you 2 and this will be 2 itself. Put a dot, I will put a point decimal and then you get a 20. Now we know, now when we are continuing in the same way, we check for a number here. Now whatever number will be coming here, that will be again multiplied here and it will be added in the same way. So now, if I take say the first number as 1, we see that 21 is greater than 20. So we will take another 0 here. Okay. So now here to check which number comes here, we will be using trial and error method. So 21 into 1 will be 21. So you usually start with 25 to check where it will fall the product. So with this one we say that it is 125, which is almost close but not so much. So then we move on to the next one, say 6, but 6 into 12, 13 will not work, so let's try with 7, which is 9, this is 14 and this is 8. This will be 7, and here also, since it is multiplied here 7, that same 7 will be written here and it will be added here, and the product is taken in this side. So here you added and here you subtracted. So this is 2, this will be 4, when you add it I get 34, and this will be 1 and 1, that is 11. Similarly we have to continue. When you have to find the decimal up to 2 places, usually you take another decimal here. So that is, no need to add a decimal, so it will be 0. Again the same thing, if I start with a number here, it will be greater than this number, so another 0. So this will be, so again we'll try it with, say, 5 itself. So I have 5 4s are 20 and carry 2, and this is 15 and 7, which is too big. So let us move on to the next numbers. And that will be 3. So this will be 3 plants, and then same number 3 will be written here. Same number is added again, and here you subtract it to get 1029. Now note that this was simpler because we knew the square root of 3 already, but otherwise you have to just keep on trying for this, for the number to obtain in this boxes, you have to use a trial and the error method. So that is substituting now the value of root 3 that we have obtained as 1.73. If they are asked to calculate up to 2 decimal places, then in long division as well you find it up to 2 decimal places. Substituting these values, I get 1.73 divided by 2. From here I get 2 values of x. So x is equal to 3 plus 1.73 divided by 2, or x is equal to 3 minus 1.73 divided by 2. For examinations, make sure that you write this in the rough column, but this is to be shown next to this problem itself. So this is x is equal to 4.73 divided by 2, and this will be x is equal to, now when you are subtracting 1.73 from 3, it will be 3.001.73. Do not make the mistake of just writing there 2.73. So this will be 7, this will be 2, and this will be 1. So that is 1.27 divided by 2. Dividing this I get 2.365, and this will be 0.635. Now they have asked you up to 2 decimal places. So what will you do? You will round it up. So the round up value will be 2.37, and here the round up value will be 0.64. Final step is to write the solution set. So therefore the solution set here is equal to 2.37 and 0.64. Let us consider another problem from the same exercise. You have 4x square minus 7x plus 2. So using the quadratic formula, you obtain the value of x, and then you do the long division. For a short while, why don't you pause the video and you try to do it up till at least the long division itself. So once you have obtained the value of x till here, now let us do long division to obtain the value of root 17. Note that root 17 cannot be reduced any further because it's a prime number. So let us find the square root of 17. So the smallest perfect square closest to this number is 4. 4 is 16. That 4 will be added here, and this is subtracted here. So this is 8. 1. 0.0. If you start with any number here, it will be still greater than this, so another 0. So here the only number that is possible would be, if you take it by 2 and 2, you see that you get 4 and 164, which is a greater number here. So I will come with 1 itself. 81, and that 1 will be added here, multiplied here, subtracted, so I get 1 and 9. This is 2, 8. Then the next step, again 2 zeros, and we'll see which is the next value. So by trial and error method you try, but here note that whatever value you are multiplying to here should be at least closer to this one. So if I take say 5, note that 5 into 4 is 40, you wouldn't get it. So next is you check wherein you will get almost to 19 or 16 or something like that. So that could only happen with 2. So 2 into 2 is 4, 4 and 16. Followed. If you take 5, then last number will be 40 and it will be greater. So you try a trick, something like that. So this will be 4, 2, 8, and this is whatever subtracted value you get. It's not really important. So you have root 17 to be as 4.12. Now substituting it in that, here I get x is equal to 7 plus or minus 4.12 divided by 8. So there are two values, x is equal to 7 plus 4.12 divided by 8, and or x is equal to 7 minus 4.12 divided by 8. This will be 11.12 divided by 8, and this will be x is equal to the same way as we had done the previous problem. Learn how to find the subtraction numbers. 7.00, 4.12, which is 8.2, which is 2.88 divided by 8. This is nothing but 1.39, and this will be 0.39. The final is 0.36. So from here you add this up, so I get 11.12 divided by 8. Now over here it will be 7.00, 4.12 divided, when you subtract you will get it as 8.2. So that is x is equal to 2.88 divided by 8, which when you divide here I'll get 1.39, and this will be 0.36. Therefore the solution set is 1.39 and 0.36. Note that if you have to get another value here, you have to round it up, because you are asked only to find up to 2 decimal places. So in today's video we have learned how to find solve the quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula. We used it directly to solve, and then we also learned how to find the value of x up to 2 decimal places by using long division. So try to solve the exercise problems, the remaining exercise problems from the problems done in this video.